Hello, friends. How are you today? So, I've been playing with an idea of potentially paying off a couple of properties, and there's obviously the prevailing thoughts out there that pay off the highest interest rate debt, maybe pay off the smallest loan balance, and something's always bothered me about that, and part of it's because I think those are always too simplistic. So I've been playing with this for a while and not really figuring it out. And I think I came up with something this morning that I wanted to share with you because I want your feedback. And, again, as you'll see in this PowerPoint, I don't know if this is an original idea or not. It just came to me this morning over coffee. So I built a quick presentation because I really want your feedback. And, with that, we'll just go ahead and get started. And again, let me know what you think. So let me share this. And we will go into presentation mode. All right. So again, I bring this idea to you because I want your feedback. Really, the question I'm trying to answer is, if I want to go off and pay a loan off, which one should I do? So let's set it up. So again, I want to give this idea to you. I want to get your feedback. I think I might be missing something. But again, I'm going to share with you what I have to date, and you tell me what you think. Again, we're going to pay off a property. I want to pay off a property that gives me the best return on my cash. And I think it's that word cash that's going to prove, well, at least it was eye-opening for me. Because again, paying off the highest interest rate, paying off the smallest loan, all of those things have always felt too simplistic to me. So everything I do is about cash, right? How much cash do I write? How much cash do I collect? I don't care about forced savings or anything of that nature, but that's what we're looking at here. So here's the setup. So I have a house. It has a loan balance of $68,407 and some change. The interest rate is 6.75% fixed. The payment is $510. That's principal and interest. On the other side, I have an apartment. Its loan balance is $505,196 and change. Its interest rate is 6.5%, and its payment is $41.58. Again, principal and interest. So these are as apples to apples as I can get them. I've stripped out insurance and taxes, escrow fees or escrow from this. Because I didn't want the larger asset to be inflated with fees that I'll have to pay, right? I have to pay insurance and taxes no matter what, right? Whether it's a house or apartment every year going forward, regardless if I have a loan balance or not. So I subtracted the escrow fees from both because I only wanted to know what cash difference would be I would stop paying if either loan was paid off. So that's why I stripped escrow fees from both. So here are some prevailing thoughts. You've probably heard these. First one is, hey, great, pay off the higher interest rate loan, right? The house has a 6.75% interest. The other thing that's prevailing is, hey, stupid, only pay them off if you can't get a return greater than 6.75%, right? That's what a lot of you are looking at this going. And, maybe that's right. I don't know. But again, as I just keep sharing with you, my brain keeps telling me that these are too simplistic. So I've been beating an idea, and I think I've come up with something that's at least interesting and exciting for me. And again, I want your thoughts. But this is the setup. So I don't really care about interest rate. I mean, obviously I care, but when deciding to pay off a loan, the interest rate, I don't think the interest rate should matter because again, it's the cash that's the problem. I only care about cash coming in, cash going out. So I created something that, at least currently, I'm calling it the Z formula to tell me the true return on my cash if I paid off these loans. Notice that word cash keeps coming up. So here we go. And again, please tell me what I'm missing. So this is how I calculate the actual return of paying off either with cash, right, by cash return. So here's the house. So first I take the payment times 12. So you can go back and look, but the payment's $510. I multiply that by 12 because I'm interested in a yearly return. So the yearly calculation of total payments is $6,120. My formula that, again, I'm creating until one of you tells me, hey, silly, it's called this, and somebody else created it, is yearly payment divided by loan balance times 100%, because I want to make this a percentage. So in this case, it's 6,120 divided by the loan balance of 68,407 multiplied by 100%, because I want to take the decimal and make it a percentage. So by my calculator, that's an 8.9% return. Okay, so it's not 6 3/4, which is what the interest rate was. If I pay off this loan, I will earn 8.9% by my calculation. So what about the apartment? So again, same deal, right? Same formula. Take it times 12, the payment times 12, or 4158 times 12 equals $49,896. So the formula, again, yearly payment divided by loan balance times 100%. So in this case, it's 49,896 divided by 505,196 times 100%. And in this case, it's 9.8%. How about that? This apartment building, as you recall, has a lower interest rate. It's 6.5%. Now, I suspect this has something to do with the length of term that's left on the loans. I suspect. But again, right, I have to make a decision on a certain day. And right now, this says if I take, 505 grand, I could earn almost 10% by paying off that apartment, which I think is kind of eye-opening. So this is what I think the Z formula says. It says that all else being equal, don't pay off the lower rate loan, right? It actually says pay off the lower interest rate loan. In this case, the apartment was 6.5% and the house was 6 3/4. So I think that's interesting, right? Everybody would normally say, hey, pay off the higher one, but I earn almost 1% greater by paying off the apartment. Also, it says if you pay off the house, you get almost 9%, 8.9% on your money, and nearly 10% if I pay off the apartment, which is much higher than 6.5 and 6 3/4. So why? So this is what I've been thinking about. Well, I think it's because the principal pay down is included in my calculation, as I consider it real cash going out, as opposed to being ignored and maybe treated like a forced savings plan. Right? When I write a payment, I have to include principal. Principal is real cash. Yes, I get a savings. Yes, the mortgage balance goes down. But at the end of the day, when I pay my bills, I pay it with cash. So that's why I included it, and that's why I was surprised by what it says. So what do you think? Does this logic make sense? Does this Z formula, how does it feel? Does it blow up your mind? Is it coming out of left field? Am I missing something? Right? Maybe I am missing something and it's obvious and I'm so close to it I can't see it. So leave comments, let me know what you think. I'm also curious, have you seen this idea anywhere else? I don't know, maybe Dave Ramsey talks about it. I don't know. I've never read any of his stuff. Maybe somebody else is talking about this, but I find it interesting, and until someone gives credit to someone else, I'm going to call it the Z formula. And again, I just want to thank you for watching. I'd really love to know what you think about this, because I was surprised by the outcome, both the fact that it says you should pay off the lower interest rate, but really by the fact that, it's not, I don't earn 6.5% if I pay off a loan. I can earn almost 9 or 10%, which is far more attractive. I think it's easy to earn 6.5% in with your cash. I think it's a lot harder to earn 10%. So maybe it makes sense for me to pay off some stuff. I don't know. But again, I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what you think, and I would greatly appreciate it. So at the end of the day, if you like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It helps me understand what's going on. But also make sure you leave comments, both comments on this video, because hopefully it generates some ideas. But also leave comments because we have this thing we call subscriber questions. And if you leave a question, I will create a video for it. So at the end of the day, let me know what you think. I've really been grinding on this for a couple of weeks now, and I need your feedback, because sometimes I get so close to things that I miss obvious things, and I would I would greatly appreciate any assist you have in working this through. All right, everybody, have a great day. Bye.